Hey everybody, good morning. I just wanted to say hello. My name is Matt. If you haven't heard of me or if you don't know who I am, I'm the station manager here at Axe Media Group. I just wanted to say that Steve O'Mickey Mac is out today. He's sick. So I was wondering what to play or, you know, I was looking back at some of the episodes and this is the first episode after Steve and we decided to change the name to Silver Linings instead of what was the last name that he had? I can't remember it now. It's all right. It's still early in the morning. Anyways, so I found this little gem going through everything, and this is the first ever episode of Silver Linings. So, and it's me and Steve sitting here talking. It's about 30 minutes long. Just know to keep Steve in your prayers and everybody else that's out there. We're praying for you guys because, sickness is running rampant throughout the country. And whether it's the Omicron variant or anything else, there's a lot more sicknesses than just that. So, on behalf of myself, in Axe Media Group and Axe Ministry, we're praying for you, and we love you guys, and you guys have brought us this far. We wouldn't be here without, well, number one, God, and you, the viewer, the people that tune in and listen and watch what we have to offer. We got a couple of great shows coming up today. We have up and coming Changing Times with Lynn Morris and Don Blackard, and then followed by a new show called Trials and Triumphs with Reverend Ladina Boo. So be sure and stick with us throughout the morning as we continue to broadcast live on Facebook and YouTube, Rumble, LinkedIn, just so many others. So without any further ado, hey, thanks to you guys, and here's me and Steve back. I can't remember how, this was last year sometime. It was obviously cold because I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt in this video. So I believe that it might have been glitching out a bit. That's why that's only 30 minutes long. Thank God we have not had issues with our internet in a long time, and continue to pray for us as well as we go on about this journey. So God bless you. We love you. Here's Silver Linings.
We're recording. So good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Silver Linings. We're restarting the show. It's still glitching out, so I hope you guys are going to stick with us. Hang on a second. Jay, are you calling him? Okay, so Jay's not answering.
He might be outside. I'm hearing the door.
Hey, Jay.
There he is.
They're looking at it right now. They're seeing the glitch, but it's on and off so quickly that they can't really identify it. I said, well, here's the thing. We're paying for something.
Yeah. Well, I've been logging every day.
Yeah.
Every day that it does this, and so far it's been every day this week.
Yeah.
And that is unacceptable.
And a few days last week.
Mm-hmm. Whether it's the towers or whether it's needs to be taken care of.
Huh?
Is she on right now?
Who's on? Who?
The guest?
No, it's just us.
Is she going to be on?
No, it's just going to be us.
Oh, I thought you got prepared for the show.
No, but his guest bowed out at the last minute, I think, or something. No, not her. She wasn't going to be his guest today. So, no, that's all right. It's not your fault that the internet is being cantankerous.
Pay us back for this.
Yeah, they better.
They have to.
Be better, and you're paying for it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been keeping.
They got to pay us.
Yeah, I've been keeping the track. Okay, so it started at 0800 immediately, 0800, and it's still going, and it's 0814. I've been putting the time. So, no, that's all right.
You're fine.
So I'm going to try and stop it and restart it.
This is Silver Linings / Learning Curve.
Yeah, well, and usually by the time this show is over, it's done. Now, see, I'm trying to stop streaming Start back. Come on now. Because all right, so now we're red. I stopped everything and restarted it, and we should not lose the same stream key or anything like that. So let's see what we got here.
Okay.
All right, YouTube is not receiving enough to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience such and such with such and such.
And
All
then
right.
such and such.
So we still got it. We're still moving around. It's okay.
Okay.
So anyways, today we're talking about
VBS and Vacation Bible School and what it means to you and what it's meant to you if you're an adult and you've got children going, or the kind of experiences that you've had as a kid at Vacation Bible School, and what you learned back then.
and who's
then-
a what's it?
Pardon?
Who's a what's it? That's what
What's
I say.
What's it?
That's what I say. Who's a what's it?
Who's it? What's it?
Anyways, continue.
Oh boy. Anyway, I know that my opinion and growing up in VBS, I went through three different kinds of VBSs. I went through a daily vacation Bible school, which was at a conservative Baptist conservative church, and what they did was they had one man, and he had a bunch of gifts that were donated from different stores, and he told a Bible story. And, everybody kind of was there wanting the gifts. I don't think a lot of them were really there for the intent of the Bible story, especially with bikes and other goodies. Anyway, so I went through that stage, and Hubert Carl, bless his heart, he's gone now, but he was actually my professor in college.
Oh, nice.
And I didn't even know that. See,
Where'd you get your degree in?
marketing.
Marketing?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Well, it wasn't media marketing at that time, but
To one degree, from one degree to the other.
but with him, it was actually a Bible. It was at Midwestern Baptist. No, it wasn't Midwestern. Anyway,
Midwestern Baptist Theological Seminary.
no, it was Midwestern Baptist College in Pontiac, Michigan. Anyway, I don't know if a lot of you have heard of that college, and now it draws a blank of who the founder was. If anybody knows anything about that, just give me a give me a holler, because I feel bad that I went to the school, can't remember the founder's name.
You can't remember the founder's name? How dare you, Steve? How dare you?
And my oldest sister went to school with his son.
How dare you?
Yes, I know. It's quite a thing. But anyway,
Go ahead, continue.
so he
Quiet on the set, we're live. Who is that? Is that Pam?
Yep. Jim,
Hi, Pam. Thank you.
She was like,
Yo, anyways, continue. Go ahead.
so I'll have to say hi to Jim and Pam, even though they're not watching quite the second. They will be next door. I hope they're quiet next door. Anyway, so I just think that with Vacation Bible School, I went to the conservative first, then I went to it was the same church, but it was years later into the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, that it was Neighborhood Bible Time.
Neighborhood Bible time.
And there was a cheer. It was so much fun. But what they did was they had guys, evangelists that came from Tennessee Temple, which is no longer, well, I think Tennessee Temple is still around.
Tennessee Temple.
Yes. And that was in Chattanooga. And then there was other conservative Bible colleges that they had evangelists come in.
Sorry, Nikki. Sorry. Nikki Skaggs says it's freezing up.
Oh, I'm sorry, Nikki. Thanks for trying to tune in anyway. I appreciate that. And it was really fun because they had ribbons that they gave away. And some of these kids, by the end of the week, had ribbons down almost past their knees. So, but anyway, it was a junior high thing during the day with the elementary upstairs. The junior high was downstairs, and then the high school was in the evening. And it was a lot of fun. And then, of course, we got involved with Lifeway, and and they have a fabulous Vacation Bible School, and that's where we are now using. And I've been the Vacation Bible School director in about 3 or 4 of them.
Really? So this is like this is your 4th or 5th time doing VBS, huh?
Right, but as a children's pastor versus being just a junior church a youth director or a children's director, I'm pastor, so I'm like, I've got more of a leadership role, but I'm also, usually the children's pastor ends up being the Vacation Bible School director a lot of times.
Yeah.
And so Rachel and I both have had a lot of experience with different churches doing it with different people, and you get different outcomes and you get different people's opinions, and that's why I think with the themes that Lifeway comes up with are just unbelievable, and they're a lot of fun, and the content and everything that you get with the kit and with the kids learning. The kids really enjoy it. You just got to know how to market it. You just got to know how to get the kids' attention first and get their attention to come to VBS. And once they're there, they see that we were taught last night, and I do believe this, that's building a relationship with the kids as a director, as a team, as leaders, as Bible school teachers, or Bible study, and music, whatever. It's about building relationships with them and loving on the kids and letting them know, hey, Jesus loves you. We love you. We're here for you.
Jesus loves me, this I know. For the Bible. That's a little high pitched. Sorry. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. He loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. He loves me. The Bible tells me so.
Can you imagine that as a rap? Wow.
Oh yeah, I can, and yeah.
And you probably will end up doing something like
Jesus loves, that kind of thing.
Ricky.
I am. We're getting ready to have a moment from our sponsors here in just a minute. So, continue. Sorry, I'm.
You're just all over the place, but that's okay.
Well, whenever things are, it's a steady yellow now. It's not even flick. Oh, there's a flicker.
So, a flicker of good or flicker of
it's just yellow. Yellow is bad.
Oh, yellow's caution. Like yellow can be a bad thing when you're dealing with computers.
Yeah.
Yellow's a nice bright color, but then on the other hand, if it's on a computer, it's not.
Yeah.
So
we're still dealing with it right now, and that's because I guess they're on the phone with the representatives for the internet company that we're using, and Jay made a point that we're paying for something that we're not getting, and that we should be refunded some of the money.
Oh yeah, that's only fair.
Inconvenient. Super inconvenient.
Especially when you're dealing with the public like we are in the media, and thousands of people are watching at a time or throughout the week. It doesn't matter. If people are watching, they're expecting to see something all the way through.
Yeah. So we, here in about 20 seconds, we're going to go and take a little commercial break. And then it's only about 49 seconds long.
Okay.
So Stacy shared a video. What did she share? I don't know. But so go ahead. Vacation Bible School. I never really went to Vacation Bible School when I was a kid.
Did you know it existed and around? Mm-hmm. Well,
I probably did a couple of times, but at the time I was just happy to get out of the house. When I was a kid.
So it was an excuse.
Yeah, I went to this. There was a day camp at a church. Whenever my mom had tried to commit suicide in front of us when I was 11. So we were sent to not Beverly, but my biological mother.
Right.
So we went to. My brother and I were just apart in age. enough that he went to one group home and I went to the other. And so they would meet at the pool like a certain day every week so that my brother and I could see each other. Like both of the people talked and said, these brothers got to see each other. So they just made sure that they were there at the same time.
Right.
And then we also had, and come to think of it, I mean, it was a day school for kids like that, and kids all over the neighborhood, like to keep people out of trouble. And they had all kinds of things. They had foosball and pool and all kinds of stuff. So, and they handed you gospel tracts. You know what gospel tracts are. This particular one was the little comic books.
Oh, chick tracts.
Chick tracts?
That's what they call them, the little comic books that have a salvation message or they're called chick tracts.
Chick tracts. I wonder why they call them that. Chick? Like
Chick, C-H-I-C.
Oh, okay, not C-H-I-C-K.
No.
Because then, hey, man, that's a cute chick.
No.
And it's like,
I was involved in Vacation Bible School in California, and they were really big on the chick tracts.
oh, what am I doing? All right, so now a moment from our sponsor.
Who are you?
Yes, Johnny Rooster. I have a show on Monday, Wednesday, Friday on Axe Media Group known as AMG Broadcasting to promote small businesses and local entertainers and nonprofits.
And we're back to the Silver Linings edition of the Morning Drive with your host, Steve Mickey Mac-tastic Penelope Cruz. I'm going to just use something weird every time.
Okay, well, Penelope Cruz, she is nice, so, that was good.
You'll want to talk in the mic whenever you're being, she is, I don't know, she's,
I heard she's
I've only met one real celebrity that's like super famous, and I was very glad I met him.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Sorbo.
Yep. Well, I met, after I met Jacqueline Smith, man, I was on cloud 20 for weeks.
Who's Jacqueline Smith?
And Charlie's Angel. She was the one that was always had that alto voice, that low, quiet voice, and she starred in a lot of TV shows or movies and things like that. She was beautiful. I mean, she was probably one of the most beautiful out of, even though Farrah Fawcett was on there. Anyway, Jacqueline Smith had a line of clothing for Kmart, and she came into the world headquarters, and I was dishwashing.
You were dishwashing?
I was dishwashing, and I was dishwashing for this the world headquarters, and people came into the cafeteria to watch a line of clothing that Jacqueline Smith brought out. And
Becky says, ugh, not again. Yeah, Jana, what's up with the video? Keeps freezing.
Bear with us, Jana.
We will be re-releasing this, or later when you come back, it'll be without any glitches.
Okay, so just remember that, folks. If you just were tuning in, we're having problems with the glitching. But I was told that if you go back and you watch the full recording, there will not be any glitches. So we invite you to come back. And we invite you to like and share these videos. And they're glitching, yes, but if you like and share them, they can always go back and watch the full show in its entirety with no glitches. So be sure to like and share these videos. It's really important.
Man. So you were saying about VBS. How did VBS affect your life?
In a lot of ways, actually. At first, it was an escape. Remember, I told you my testimony. Mm-hmm. Well, that was one way, and I hate to use the word escape, but I had fun, and I knew what was going on, but it was like, whew,
well, it is what it is, an escape. It was an escape for you.
Yes. Might be escape for me, but it might be something else for somebody else.
Yeah. I mean, it is different for different folks. I mean,
Right. So I'm not going to go back and say, well, I don't really mean that. I mean that as far as an escape. And so if you're having problems, at home, just go to your local church, and I'm sure they'll be willing. Not just VBS. You shouldn't just rely. That's an evangelistic tool in itself, where people are coming to the church and learning about God as a child, and then as they grow up, then they kind of look back at childhood memories and go, I remember getting saved at Vacation Bible School. Well, now what does it mean to you as an adult and sending your own kids to Vacation Bible School? And some of them, I don't know if you've heard this, but some of them still think that, oh man, I need a babysitter. Oh, you know what? Vacation Bible School is coming up.
VBS, bros. Yeah, that's Vacation Bible School. Is it an all day? It's just in the evening, right?
Well, it was. I grew up, I started to tell you too, that I grew up when it was like 9 a.m. to 12, so it was all morning long. And then when neighborhood Bible time came along when I was in high school, it was in the evening. So, and then all of a sudden I remember Vacation Bible Schools are doing them in the evening. And
Right.
I think the reason is because a lot more people are available at night than they are during the day.
Yeah.
As far as working and being a leader or being a teacher. And I think it's easy. And then it's it's right after dinner time, I guess. So, because we don't, I think we serve food, but I don't think that's until the last night. But we do have snacks.
Snacks are always good.
Especially, it's so fun watching how creative they can be with the snacks of the theme. I mean, it's ordinary stuff that you'd see in your kitchen, but how they put it together and how they make it, it's really cool.
Yeah, the what is it? The Holy Ground Cafe,
Yeah.
that they call it, i.e., the kitchen
Yes.
and the fellowship hall is what it. All churches almost have a fellowship hall.
Which
is good.
Right. Even if it's just a huge room, they can have now the gym was considered in our church that I grew up in, considered a fellowship hall.
The gym,
Yeah, the gym that we had.
because we have a gym that's not a fellowship hall, but he talks to everybody. Here at Axe.
Yeah, that was good.
That was,
Any-
hey, what can you do?
Hey,
It's funny.
we have a gym. Yeah, man, come visit our gym. He'll be glad to talk
Come
to you.
and visit our gym.
He'll be glad to talk to you.
Be glad to talk to you. Let me zoom this out a bit.
The one thing I miss is the sound effects board.
Oh, the side effects? Oh, the sound effects board.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway,
funny.
but I'm glad that we're doing what we're doing on the morning drive.
I did have a sound effects board. Did I download a sound effects board on this?
Oh, and that's why you didn't download it on your new computer, or I should say, other computer.
Yeah, no. Sound effects board. Do I have a sound effects board? No, I guess I don't.
You know what? I'm going to download a sound effects board on my phone.
Well, have you plugged in? I'm trying to figure out. I think.
Well, you've influenced me so much, especially when it comes to a certain character that has had 3 or 4 films out and uses a donkey. Donkey. Anyway, so VBS to me really now as an adult and as a leader, as a church pastor, children's pastor, I'm on the other side. I'm not a child.
Stream 1 is back solid so far.
Woohoo.
That would be our YouTube.
Okay.
Stream 2 is still yellow and glitching.
That's our Facebook. So if you guys flip over maybe to YouTube, or if you're watching YouTube already, then you're
Now
good.
Stream 1's yellow again.
Oh, man. Well, I'm going to continue on just because, I know that later on when you go back and watch it, it's an entirety. So if I stop and wait for the thing to turn green, I've lost a lot of air.
Yeah. Well, I've been recording it, so we can re-air it later.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So if you're watching currently, you can leave, but I wouldn't leave. I would just watch the whole show and then come back and watch it in its entirety, and you'll see the whole show without any interruptions.
Yeah.
So I encourage you to stay. Please.
Well, I mean, I understand if people don't want to stay watching
Yeah.
this, it would irritate me too. I wouldn't.
Because
stay.
actually, it would get watching visually. It would just like, whoa.
So far, it's been acting up for 36 minutes, probably more than that, but we actually have documented time, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating for everybody watching, for us here on the show.
So we do understand. If you have to go, we understand.
Yeah, definitely.
We wouldn't actually, in a way, we don't blame you, really.
All right, Stream 2 just shut off completely. It's back on.
Wow.
Still yellow. And it's gone. URL key are no longer valid with your provider. Try again. All right, so yeah, we're losing. Yeah. It's one of those things. We may as well cut it now.
Yeah, because we don't have that much more to go.
Yeah. So anyways, we'll just go ahead and cut it. This is super frustrating. So I'd like to thank you guys for this is your show.
He's used to it because it's the morning drive, so it's okay. But no, thank you folks for joining, and we just hope that you come back and watch it as much as you can in its full entirety without any glitches. We still encourage you to come back and watch what 35 minutes, but that's okay.
Yeah. It should be. It might have a little bit of a like where we skip forward a bit.
Mm-hmm. Now, I will tell you a huge prayer request, Matt, and that's me.
Hip replacement.
Yep. Monday, the 17th, I will be going underneath the knife again 5 years later for the left hip. And
well, at least you didn't fall and break that one.
No. And that's a they've already replaced or put the filter in and got that ready, so I'm good to go.
So are you? Did you take your COVID test already? Specifically for this?
Friday at 3:00.
Okay. I don't know why that other one didn't work. They probably charge insurance companies for those or something.
Well, you know what it is? It was overbooked. I mean, it was double booked. It was like I was supposed to be in Branson, and I was supposed to be up here in Springfield at 3:00 for the filter to be put in.
Was the filter put in?
I had to, because of blood clots, because I had the COVID.
They put a filter in your bloodstream?
Yeah. Because of blood clots, because they're afraid that if they go back in and open me up, that there could be some blood clots that form, and so they have to put a filter. Because I had COVID and I had blood clots in my lungs, they don't want that to happen while operating.
And that stuff attacks everybody differently. Mm-hmm. It's crazy how that works, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
I won't be here. Well, next week is
Randy's show anyways.
Randy's.
Lord willing, he'll show up.
And then the following week, I may be back, but I'll let you know. And if I do come back, Rachel will be with me because she's going to have to drive.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm allowed to be in a car or driving for at least 2 or 3 weeks.
I would say that's probably a good bet because, you're having your hip cut out and having a new one put in. That is not something that goes easy because they have to fuse it to your bone.
Mm-hmm.
Which basically there's a hip joint and a metal spike on each end.
Yeah.
That they drive into your bone at a certain place, where the muscles still move everything. And They drive the point of this into your bone. Like, let's say this is your bone, and this is the hip, and they take it and then they hit it, and it holds on like that.
Yep.
So,
I assume you watched the video.
no, I've seen illustrations.
If you had an uneasy stomach, don't watch it.
They do the same thing with knees. Mm-hmm. Like they just take it and they bang, bang, bang. They bang it into the bone.
But see, the knees are a lot harder to recoup from.
Yeah.
It takes longer.
Well, yeah, because they bear way more of your weight.
Mm-hmm.
Although your hip is a pivotal, literally a pivotal point in your what you call it. So stream 1 is still like solid yellow. It's not even flickering anymore. So we're going to go ahead and call it a day, Steve.
Okay. Well, thank you, folks, for joining me and Matt on the Silver Linings edition of The Morning Drive.
I'm going to see something here.
And we hope to see you. I hope to see you, for me, I hope to see you in about 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be praying for you, Steve, and we're glad to have you here with us. And thank you for coming in, even though it's been the stream has been going wrong this whole entire time. Hopefully, by the time Rooster's show gets started next time, next.
Actually,
thank
you for the. Yeah, Johnny Rooster's Morning Mouth with Johnny Rooster is next, coming up, and I'm not sure whose guest is going to be, but
well, we'll just have a really quick. Watch this. We're going to have a peek at him. We're going to have a peek. You ready? This is just because we can. There they are. Behind the scenes, back up, doing what they do.
That's right.
Let's listen in, shall we? Let's see if I can do this.